Hi, I'm Dana. Welcome to this week's question. It comes from Tammy, and she writes, my daughter is 20 months old and has been falling asleep unaided for most of her life. She generally sleeps 10 hours at night and takes 1 2-hour nap in the day. Lately, however, she's been refusing to nap. I'll put her in her crib and she just fusses or plays with her bear and doll for over an hour. I've tried taking the bear and the baby away, but she just cries for the whole hour. I know she must need to take a nap. I'm at my wit's end, and then she is tired and grumpy for the rest of the day. Please help. Okay, so 20 months old, I agree. It's not time to pull the nap yet. I think she does still need one daytime nap. Great things are that she's falling asleep unaided and that she does sleep a fairly solid night and a good nap during the day. What tends to happen sometimes with toddlers is as they're learning new skills and their verbal ability increases, it can interfere with sleep. It's almost like they get into the crib and are anxious to try all the new things that they're learning, and so they do a lot of chatting and sometimes singing, and that can be a bit distracting to the nap environment. But I want to remind parents that you have a job to do and your child has a job to do, and really your job, Tammy, is to schedule nap time, to leave her for nap time for a certain length of time, to give her the opportunity to take a great nap. And then she has a job, which is going to sleep if she chooses. And you can't force someone to sleep if they're not going to. That's part of the frustration, I know, but all you can do is say nap time is at 12:30 and you're going to stay in there till 2 o'clock. And then if you've slept, great. And if you haven't, well, then let's get up and proceed with our day. And so you might try experimenting with your timing of the nap. Sometimes if you wait too long, then the baby sort of catches a second wind, and then they get a bit hyper and it's harder to settle. So you might be waiting too long. Depending on when she wakes up in the morning, think about maybe 4.5 to 5 hours later, that should be nap time. I like 12:30. I think it's a great time in the day where you can do lunch first and then off to nap. I find sometimes if you wait to 1 o'clock or later, then, like I said, that second wind has been caught, and now the baby's a little more energetic than she once was. So try experimenting, maybe move 20 minutes earlier for a couple of days and see if that makes a difference, or try moving 20 minutes later and see if that makes any difference. Make sure the room is nice and dark so it's not too distracting. Even if you have to hang a blanket over the window for nap time, just to make it, there is evidence to suggest that a darkening environment really sort of stimulates melatonin, which helps us sleep. So that's worth a try. I wouldn't take baby or the teddy away if they're part of her sleep strategy and she uses them when she goes to the crib. I know she's kind of being distracted by them, but it'd be like taking away someone's pillow, for example, and expecting them to nap without it. So because it's sort of her lovies for sleep, then I would just leave them. You could try reminding her that it's nap time now and it's time to be quiet, and just whisper to your babies, or baby needs a nap too, or just try to coax her to be a little more restful when she's in there. But even if she doesn't nap, it is still a break. It's a rest. It gives her a break from her stimulating environment. It gives her a break from you. And so a rest is better than nothing, and so at least it's something. And if on the days that she's not napping, I would move bedtime earlier to compensate. And by earlier, I mean she could be in bed by 6:30 that day if she's had no nap and is really exhausted. Or you could try, say she doesn't nap for the time length, and then maybe later you go out for a walk or a car ride and she takes a bit of a cat nap just to take the edge off a little till bedtime. That's okay too. Usually these sorts of things are just a phase. I can remember all three of my children going through sort of nap strike for a week or two, and then they get over it and back to napping they go. So don't pull it. Don't change much. Just make sure that nap time, I would leave her for about an hour and a half. I know you've been doing the hour mark, but try waiting another, say, 20 minutes to 30 minutes and see if that doesn't make a difference. It might be just long enough that she gives up and goes to sleep. So give that a try, Tammy. Thanks for your question. Sleep well.